Okay, hi. So today is the day, everyone. It is Sunday, January 19th, and today I have my Disney College program interview. So I'm very nervous and stressed out and anxious. My phone interview is scheduled at 11:15, but as you may know, they can call you up to 15 minutes before and up to 15 minutes after, so I'm gonna prepare myself for 11. It's currently 10:23, but I just wanted to film this intro part to get it out of the way so I can binge watch more DCP phone interview YouTube videos that I've been doing literally all night. I was up till 4 a.m. doing that, so that's really great for me, but I'm super nervous. This is my second time applying. I actually applied my freshman year of college. I got to the phone interview, but unfortunately didn't get it. But freshman year of college, I barely had any work experience or any experience at all. So I feel like this time around, as a college graduate, just graduated last month, I have had a lot of jobs, so I feel like it will go more swimmingly this time. So I'm hoping for good vibes. I wore my Disneyland shirt to get the vibes. So yeah, I applied for only Disneyland, and then just Fall Advantage because that's the only option for commuting, since I am moving up to LA County this summer. I was originally planning on moving in July, since that's when the end of my lease is here in San Diego, but if I were to get accepted, I would move whenever my arrival date would be. So yeah, catch me stressing out for the next 30 minutes. Also forgot to add that I do have my laptop here, and basically I made some notes and stuff to just help me visualize everything, because that sort of helps me with my thoughts. So I basically have a Google Doc, and at the top I put recruiter's name, and then I'll type it in when they tell me, and then I just put all of my high interest roles, moderate interest roles, low interest, and then no interest, just so I can remember. And then I also have a tab open of my resume, and then I just listed all of my jobs, just so if they throw me some type of question that is some type of experience, I can easily remember everything that I've done. So yes, can't wait. I also put all of the questions that I'm gonna ask the recruiter at the end. It's just 2 or 3, so not that much, but yeah, super pumped. Also, I'm only gonna upload this if I do get accepted, because I will probably be too upset to upload it if I get rejected. So if this never sees the light of day, it's fine. Okay, help. Hi, this is Emily.
Hi everybody, this is Christina calling from the Disney College program. How are you today?
I'm great, Christina. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm calling for your college program telephone interview. Is now still a good time for you?
Yes, it is a perfect time.
Great. So for the next 20 or so minutes, we're going to talk a little bit about some of your past work experience and discuss some of the roles that you're interested in. And then if you have any questions about the college program, I can answer those too at the end of the interview, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. So to kick things off, I'd love to hear from you. So why do you want to be a part of the Disney College program?
Yeah, definitely. So I have been thinking about applying for the Disney College program for forever. Before I went to college, I found out about it, and I had always wanted to do it and be a part of it, but just because of curriculum and getting college done with, I was never able to fit it into my schedule. So now is the exact perfect time in my life where it's perfect for my schedule, since I just graduated last month. So
congratulations.
thank you so much. So I'm super excited to have applied this cycle, and I've been a Disneyland annual pass holder for about 2 years now. So I am super gung-ho about Disneyland, and I used to go at least like once a week, and I just love everything about Disneyland, and I think it would be such an amazing opportunity to get interaction with guests and just have opportunities to make guests' visits more magical and have a part of the Disney company through the Disney College program.
That's great. I love that. Yeah, you know what? I wound up doing the exact same thing as you. I waited till, I was graduating, and that's when I did mine as well, just because, it didn't fit said with the college curriculum.
Right.
So
That's awesome.
So I know that's doing well. Awesome. So before we dive into some of the questions I have for you on your experience and some of your background, I just want to confirm some information on your application, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So you are not a former employee of the Walt Disney Company, correct?
That is correct.
All right. And you just graduated from San Diego State University studying journalism. Is that also correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. And are you currently an international student studying in the U.S. on a visa?
No, I'm not.
Right. Perfect. I know I have to ask that question. That's what I got to ask. So as you may be aware, all of our rules in the parks and resorts do require you to wear a costume and comply with the Disney Look and Appearance guidelines. So are you familiar with those guidelines, or would you like me to review those with you?
Yes, I am familiar with the guidelines.
Awesome, perfect. And are you receptive to those guidelines?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. And so for costume purposes, I do have a couple questions for you regarding body modifications. And I like to tell my students that, failure to disclose any body modifications with the purpose of tattoos may result in the cancellation of your program if the offer is extended to you. So this includes any modifications that you currently have or that you may get prior to your arrival. So with that being said, do you have any tattoos that would be visible outside of a tank top or sleeveless shirt and mid-thigh length shorts?
No, I do not have any tattoos.
Oh, all right. And do you have any piercings?
I just have the traditional one piercings on my earlobes.
Perfect, and that's totally acceptable for Disney Look, so that's no problem there. Great, all right. So the last question I have kind of for housekeeping. Do you have a valid U.S. driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Okay, great. And I know your preference program is our local Disneyland program, so we just have to ask the question, do you have your own car we'll be able to get you to and from work?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so going into the program that you're interested in, so I see here that you're interested, like I said, Disneyland in our Fall Advantage program, which is our local commuter program, and that's your only preference for program, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. Okay, so with that, you have two potential arrival dates, one being May 12th, 2020, the other one June 9th, 2020, and then your departure date would be January 2nd, 2021. Does that work for you?
Yes, that is perfect.
Awesome. Great. So, in your time at school, did you have to ever live independently or with a roommate and shared room?
Yes, so I've lived with roommates for the last 4 years. So my freshman year, I was living in the dorms, and so I lived in a single bedroom with 3 other girls. So that was quite the experience. And then from there, sophomore year, I lived in an apartment with 3 other girls, but thankfully we had separate bedrooms, so we weren't all confined in just one little shoebox of a room.
Yeah.
And then
it gets so much better when you get older,
Yes, so yes. Freshman year, it was just crazy how crammed they put us in the room. It was unbelievable.
That happened to me too. In year of college, we were tripled in a room that's meant for a double, so
yes.
just gonna stack and you're like sardines, we'll figure it out.
Yes, I literally just had like one corner to myself where it was my lofted bed, and then just underneath was a desk and a small little wardrobe, but there was literally no space, and there was just one little like hall in the middle of our 4 beds. It was crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's, you know, it's so funny. I see these people now with like little homes, and they live basically what looks like, it's like a dorm room. That's how small the whole house is. But I don't know how they function. I need room.
Yes, I agree. I've seen those YouTube videos of the small houses, and I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, no. I can say that I could, you know, to be the better for the environment.
Right.
For my stuff, but I can't do that. That's too much for me. Sorry, got off track there. Coming back in. So, looking through your experience, you also a lot of great experience. You know, you've been a campus correspondent, salon consultant, academic tutor. So you have a lot of people experience, and then writing experience. That's great. So can you share with me maybe a time where you had a negative interaction with someone, whether it be a peer, a guest? How did you handle that?
Yeah, definitely. So one thing that I can think about is in my current position as a salon consultant at a tanning salon. So I work with clients every single day by checking them in. So a lot of complaints usually derive from our automatic spray booth. So I had a client come in one day, and she was a regular spray tanner. So she had been doing a specific type of spray. So basically you can choose between a light, medium, and dark spray, and then you can also add in different additives into your spray to like make it a different type of color on your skin tone. Yeah, it's very fun. And so basically she had been doing a specific kind of combination for her spray. So she came in and was telling me how she keeps on coming into our salon, and the salon consultants will tell her to do with this specific combination, but she keeps finding herself to be slightly orange, and she is not happy with it. And she was telling me how she is unhappy with the fact that she has to spend all this money for a tanning membership but is not getting the results that she really wants, with the time and effort that she's coming to the salon, getting spray tanned, and not enjoying her results. So I definitely understood where she was coming from. I have had so much experience with this spray tan and seen so many people tell me their results from it, and so I was able to pinpoint the problem and what her combination of spray tan she was doing, and I had told her, I totally understand where you're coming from. I would definitely recommend for you to do this kind of cartridge with these kinds of additives, and I believe that will make your spray tan so much better. And then since she did go through the trouble of buying all of these additives in the past and not having a great experience with them, and she was really upset, I did allow for the additives to get comped for a one-time courtesy for her, just to try it out, just to see if she liked those, just because I didn't want her to waste any more money with what I was gonna suggest to her. So I was able to comp those for her, and the next time I saw her, she said that she was so happy with the results, and then we continued to do that for her feature visits.
That's great. She was happy with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that so much went into spray tan. So.
Yes. I did not know that either until I started working there, and then I was like, wow, this is a whole new world.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I love learning new things and stuff like that. I've been spray tanning, you know, once or twice, but it was always in one of the booths, and we didn't have additives, just chose their shade, you know?
Yeah.
Customize it, and I didn't like how orange I looked, so I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And I have a natural olive complexion, so it's just the winter when it's not as olivey as I want it to be.
Yes, same here.
Awesome. So, in any one of your roles, can you share with me a time when you made safety a priority? Safety is really big at Disney, so we always like to ask how our applicants have made safety a priority in their life.
Yes, definitely. So in my position where I was a parade dancer at SeaWorld San Diego, safety was #1. We had so many rehearsals with the float crew and having to help guide them down the parade route. And so specifically to the parades at SeaWorld, so I was in the Sesame Street parade, so about 1/3 of the way down the parade route, we would actually stop the parade. So we would have a show stop and we would have the opportunity to grab little children from the parade route and we would interact with them during the parade, and we would like teach them a little dance that would go with the song. So it was big safety just because there's these huge floats that will move after the show stop, so we always had to ensure after the show stop that they go back to where they were seated, make sure a parent is with them, just because things would get so hectic because they see Elmo like running across the parade and there's just a huge group of kids chasing after him. So things would get crazy, but we would always have to ensure that everyone was behind the line, and then we had hand signals that would show that we would not be moving yet and that the parade route was unsafe to move down the parade route further, and then we had a hand signal for when we were clear in our area, and then we would give the thumbs up to our driver when it was safe to go. And then we also had so much training on hitting the emergency brakes on the floats in case a child were to run out into the parade route, or there were times actually during the first show stop where there's a part where everyone is just sort of like dancing around and you can like dance with the characters, super fun, and there were times where I was dancing with children and the next thing you know I see that there are children running up the float because they wanted to dance with Cookie Monster, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to run up the float and tell them that they could not be on the float, unfortunately. So that was an interesting time, but yeah, we definitely prioritized safety heavily in that position.
I'm sure that has to be, you know, a little crazy. The hardest thing is it's so hard to control young kids.
Yes.
Around those type of characters that, like, you know, that they love. So that's, yeah, wow. So it's great that there's so many safety protocols in place just to make sure nobody gets hurt. So that's always something really important to us at Disney as well. So,
yes,
yeah,
definitely.
I love that. Awesome. So in a couple of the roles you've expressed interest in, you would have to you know, handle cash and do money transactions. Share with me kind of your experience with cash handling.
So I currently handle cash as a salon consultant. We handle cash when we're selling different products like lotions and memberships. And then I've also had experience handling cash when I worked on campus in one of our markets. So I was a cashier there, so we dealt with money quite frequently.
Good, perfect, yeah. And I feel like once you have one job working with money, you're totally fine working with it everywhere else because you get so used to it. So.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. So, you know, let's just say you're working at an attraction, and let's just say Hyperspace Mountain for fun. And you have a young guest that wants to ride the attraction, but you realize he's not tall enough to ride the attraction. What would you say to that guest?
So I would try and comfort them if they were upset at all about not being tall enough, just because I know as a little kid you're dreaming of being able to ride those big rides. So I know so many cast members in Disneyland, I always see them passing out stickers to the little kids. So if I were to have stickers on me, I would definitely give them a sticker to help make their day. And then I would suggest to them any other rides that I know that they would be tall enough for, or if there were any shows happening near that time that they could easily walk over to, or even go to the launch bay and see all the cool Star Wars stuff in there. I would definitely recommend that to them. And then I would just talk with their parents and even give them times for the shows, or even let them know my recommendations for a different ride that they can go on, that I know that they would be able to enjoy just as much as the big ride, but would still be just as fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like all about the flexing, right? So,
yes.
I'm sorry I can't do it. Flex it somewhere else. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. So in a couple of the roles that you've expressed interest in, you could potentially be handling food. So have you ever worked in an environment where you were working maybe in a production kitchen with food such as like peanut butter, candy apples, anything like that, or really any food in general, so you have any kind of food safety knowledge?
So when I was a cashier in the market on campus, I was mostly at the cashier, but there were some days that we would be behind the grill, as they would call it. And basically what that was in the mornings, a lot of students, they would come and get bagels. So I would be toasting a bunch of bagels, burning my fingers in the process, trying to get the bagels out of the toasters, putting the cream cheese on the bagels. And then during lunch, we had pre-made sandwiches that came from our on-campus like bakery, and then we would just go and put the sandwiches in the oven and then just take them out and then cut them.
Awesome, perfect. So you have experience with it, even if you burn your fingers on the bagels.
Yeah.
Awesome. One of the roles that you've expressed interest in is a transportation and parking role. And in this role, you could be directing traffic, you could be operating a passenger carrying tram, or you could be spieling on a microphone on a moving tram. Is that something you feel comfortable doing, kind of all those things, all those responsibilities?
Yes, I think I would be very comfortable doing those responsibilities.
Awesome, perfect. So safety is a critical priority to our guests and cast in resort transportation and parking. Can you share with me why you think that's a priority for them?
So I definitely think that's a priority just because there is always guests walking around, and I know it gets really hectic, especially in like the Toy Story parking lot, and then also even the new Pixar Pals parking structure, and there's always people waiting in line to get on the trams and then also getting off as well. So those trams I know are just like huge, so I know that they don't want to injure anyone or have any problems with that. So I know safety is definitely a big thing.
Awesome, perfect. All right, so the last kind of role I want to talk to you about, or really kind of part of the role, so some of the roles that you've expressed interest in are considered backstage roles. And what we mean by backstage is you're not seeing our guests face to face. So why do you think you'd be successful working in a backstage area where you would have minimal resort guest contact?
Yeah, definitely. So I think I would be really great backstage. I know that even though there aren't a lot of guest interaction, there would be a lot of interaction within the cast members, and I am super interested in entertainment costuming just because my end goal is to hopefully in the future become a parade performer or dancer in one of the shows at Disneyland, like Mickey and the Magical Map or Frozen, or yes, that is my favorite show. I literally know all of the choreography for it. It is crazy. And so I would love to be able to interact with those cast members people who are dancers and performers, they have such great energy and they're just great people to be around, and I would love to be able to help them with costuming and all of the things that are involving wardrobe. And even though it is a backstage position, I know that the duties that I would be able to do would impact the guests even though they don't see me, and it is something that is a little bit more low-key, but I would be very happy with any of those backstage roles.
Awesome. That's great. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so based on the role descriptions and the roles that we discussed today, do you think you could confidently able to do all of those functions of the roles with or without a reasonable accommodation?
Yes.
Awesome. Great. So what's going to happen from here, Emily? So we're going to send you some communication on your dashboard on the Disney Career Portal once we make a final decision on your application, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and so we make decisions continuously over the course of the season, anytime from tomorrow through to the beginning of April. And, a lot of that is, trying to find the right fit role for all of our candidates, okay? So don't stress too much if you don't hear anything in, the very near future, because sometimes it just takes a little while, okay?
Definitely. Okay.
Awesome. And so if you are extended an offer, what's going to be included in that offer is the accept or decline process, what our last one, the practice fee, the role you've been offered, any education information you may need, and then any fees associated with the acceptance of the program. I always mention the fees because in the event you are extended an offer, you only have 7 days from the time you're offered to accept and pay your fees in full. Otherwise, you may forgo your invitation to participate. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. So with that being said, Emily, do you have any questions for me?
Yes. So my first question, so I was wondering, so I know about like the learning aspect of the Disney College program. How does that work exactly for the Disneyland resort for the courses?
Yeah, so education is mandatory for the Disneyland College program. 8 hours are required each month, but basically as an extended offer, you're going to get access to this site called Dorms, and it's going to list for you all of the program offerings every month, and you can sign up from there. It's different classes every month, so it's not something you have to, it's not like there's not many that are just like, recurring classes. It's kind of like almost like seminars, I would say, but more of how they work. So, it is, I know you graduated, it's unfortunately mandatory, but there's some great offerings, with different ones that are, spotlights on different lines of business, and different things within Disney, some Disney heritage, stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. And then I was also, yes, thank you. And then I was also wondering if there are any leadership opportunities within the DCP, just because leadership was such a big part of my college experience, and I would love to be able to do that within the DCP as well.
Yeah, so for the college program right now, as far as I'm aware, there's not really kind of like a leadership route. What I can say is in your work location, because I was a leader for the company, merchandise leader, one of the things we did is our college program students that showed, a lot of potential and a lot of desire, we would work on with for merchandise, sometimes that's helping with, being a money runner, which is not usually something you give to a college program student. So different things, and you do different workshops with them to kind of help them with resume building, cover letter writing, to get them to go to the next step. So does that make any sense?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Do you have any other questions for me, Emily?
Yes, I have one last question. Yeah. I was wondering how you started in the Disney company, just because I am looking to hopefully end up at the Disney company as my end goal in my career, and I would love to hear how you started with the Disney company.
Yeah, so I did my college program at Walt Disney World in Orlando, and I did it like you, just when I was finishing up with my college career. And I started there, I finished my program, I went back home to New York, which is where I'm from, and I really just missed Disney a lot. And at the time, I had been working for a big box retail chain, in a leadership position. So I went back to school for a semester so I could apply for a management internship at Disney. And I got the management internship. I came back down to Florida. I did that internship for a full year. And then after that, I stayed on as a full-time status leader. And then a couple of years after that, I really was missing being a part of the college program. I had been affiliated with it for many years, just helping my students and helping them with cover letter writing, website building, attending workshops, public speaking at these events for them. And so when the opportunity presented itself, I was able to come back to college program recruiting as a interview partner, so interviewing students like yourself for the program. So, and that's kind of what my angle always was. You know, I remember my college program interview, and I want to do that. So it's kind of where I'm at now. And the best thing about Disney is sometimes your path can lead you in a lot of different ways, just from the people that you meet and the workshops you attend, and you know, the networking that you do. A lot of times that can just you know, create your own path within the company. So definitely I'm going to give you some pieces of advice. When you're there, network like crazy, go meet everyone that you can meet. We'd love to promote from within. So I feel like, you know, we want to teach people how we do things our way, so that way we can get them to perform how we perform usually, you know. So definitely network like crazy and attend any workshop that you can.
That is awesome. That makes me so excited.
Good, yes. And trust me, I remember I asked the same question on my college program to help interview because, you know, and hearing from Bonnie, who was my college program interviewer who I now work with, was just so funny because, you know, she told me kind of her path. I was like, I have to do her exactly right, and then I'll get there. And she's like, no. I'm like, you have to carve your own path. And then I did, and, you know, still have the same end game. There you go.
That is amazing.
All right, awesome. Emily, do you have any other questions for me?
No, that is all.
Awesome. Well, I had a wonderful time chatting with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Christina, for taking the time out of your day to interview me today.
Absolutely. And I wish you all the best and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm not, but like, oh my gosh. Whew. Okay, so that just happened, ladies and gentlemen. So I had it scheduled at 11:17 and it lasted 27 minutes. So I feel like she liked me. I'm nervous. I feel like we bonded, right? Okay, well, that was that. Hopefully I give you guys an update soon.